Hey everyone, welcome to another Vallejo and WizKids basic set painting tutorial. In this tutorial, we're going to be covering a variety of flesh tones, specifically dark and light, but you'll be able to cover a wide variety of flesh tones with this set. Strap in, here we go. For this tutorial, we're going to need the How to Paint Fleshtones basic set. We'll also need some Vallejo brushes, preferably a number 0, a number 1, and a number 2. A Vallejo dry brush, which is typically a number 4, some water for diluting your paints and cleaning your brushes, a paper towel for dry brushing and cleaning your brushes, as well as a paint palette. First step is to base coat all of the flesh areas with heavy skin tone. This is an extra opaque paint which should go on in one step. Once the heavy skin tone is completely dry, we're going to apply a flesh wash all over the same area and let it rest into the recesses to create shadow. Then we're going to use cadmium skin to provide kind of the mid-tone highlight. What we're going to do here is focus on all of the areas except for the recesses, and we're going to want to dilute the paint about 50-50, so a drop of paint to a drop of water for this. Multiple thin coats will allow it to blend a little bit better, but we don't want to over dilute with water or it will run into the recesses. And the final step on the light flesh tone is to use some pale flesh. And what we're going to do here is focus on the highest areas of the skin that would catch the most light. So that is the bridge of the nose, the cheekbones, and the brow. Now the first step when painting a dark flesh tone is to use heavy sienna as a base coat. Now again, heavy sienna is an extra opaque paint, which means that it should go on in one single coat. I do add a little bit of water to my brush so that it flows nicely, but not too much so that it runs. Next, we're going to go ahead and use black wash once the heavy sienna is completely dry. If we don't, we're going to make a mess for ourselves. But we want to work it into all of the recesses to create shadow. Next, we're going to take dark flesh tone and we're going to use this as our mid-tone highlight. We're going to basically pick out all of the main muscle groups and the areas on the face like the cheeks and the nose and the brow, etc. In this step, we want to make sure that we stay away from the recesses because we want to maintain the integrity of the shadows that were created in the recesses by the black wash. Next, we're going to go to Parasite Brown. And with Parasite Brown, we're going to focus primarily on the highest areas that would catch the most light. That is the jaw, the tip of the nose, the brow, and then the tops of all of the muscle groups. Again, this is the most extreme highlight and the lightest area on the flesh.
Thanks for watching this tutorial and I hope you enjoyed it. When you're done painting your miniatures, make sure that you tag Vallejo, WizKids, and Realmsmith in your social posts so we can see what you came up with. And also make sure to check out the other amazing technique sets and the starter sets in the WizKids Vallejo paint line. We'll see you again soon.